Okay, Seema, why are you crying? Why are you crying? Okay, guys, Seema is crying about her TikTok account being banned. As you know, ALABUGA scandal situations got her cancelled. They got her out of here. All right, like, comment, and subscribe. This video is by Umgosi Wase Mzansi. All right, it's your boy Dways. Let go.
Oh, now I'm just hurt. Like, oh, like, how am I gonna get my followers back? How am I gonna get my account back? And people are thinking, "What I'm human trafficking, Mara." Like, yo, guys, yo, my name is being dragged here. I saw there was a video nyana about Kiyosia. But do you understand the amounts of videos that are there about me? You know that I'm the one that's getting dragged the most on social media because of this thing.
Yeah, why did you do it?
No, like, I can't even defend myself. Like, I get a platform. Oh. If I talk on IG, they're going to be like, yeah, Milani, we're going to block you here also, we're going to ban you here also. No one wants to listen. And what are you doing about that here?
Mama, I sympathize with you. And kusetshenziswa kanzima man, just kakhulu.
But she's too worried about the followers, bruh. She's more worried about the followers than the potential victims of the scandal, bruh.
Ngazi kakhulu ma. And into engishoyo ma ukuthi ngiyazama. Ngalokho okuncane nginakho ngiyazama ma. Akusi mina mama. It's not because I wanted this to happen to any of us. Mama, I'm trying my best to engage the people who can at least put out some high level of truth so that the actual people who are coming for all of us can maybe bend down and stop doing this. Because for me, it's the community that's attacking the influencers and the community that's believing a narrative of human trafficking that's not real. So I'm trying my best to get someone who will listen to them, because we've tried 5 ways and no one's trying to listen.
Munaka?
I really sympathize with you, Seema. I'm very sorry. I feel bad for you guys and the ones whose accounts got deactivated. I hope I'm not next, but I'm really, really sorry. I don't know what that feels like.
All influencers just care about themselves, bro. No, I hope I'm not next, bro. No, it's not about you, bro. Shut the hell up.
I want to know it. It's tough. I get that. I believe you. And I don't think it's fair. And the thing is, like, yeah. I think a reputation is hard to build on your account at the end of the day. And like I mentioned before, like, even if this blows over and even if the government releases a statement that, guys, it was all fake, we will always be associated with human trafficking. And that is something we cannot get back, which really sucks. And I know you're saying you're also getting heat, but you're not an influencer. You can open up another agency and call it Marketing 101 and still hide behind it, and no one will know anything. You'll still get deals. Nothing will change, but we will always be at the forefront of these things.
Right.
And I just don't think it's fair. I don't think it's fair. I don't know what can be done for us to feel better, but I just feel in the moments where we needed you, even if you can say, I don't know what I'm going to do now in the situation, it would have been so nice to at least get a text to say, yo, you guys are blowing up. We're going to find a strategy, but we're here for you. We released a statement to say we are Sway Digital, we're representing you guys, and we want them to know that this is our fault. You guys are not at fault at all, because you are the middleman. And you mentioned the business side of influencing, which people don't actually understand. I'm not a
You're the last
researcher.
line of-
Yes, we are the last line of there's a billboard. Before the billboard goes on, there's someone else who has to contract. You can't blame
There's
the billboard.
approvals.
Yeah, there's someone else that has to, it's a process. So I feel like you guys should have just supported us, but I think it's a learning curve for all of us, especially as influencers.
We should have just supported you. Yeah? Eh? What? Shit, you
Wait,
bad.
but I'm going to include that reputation thing because
The other way. You have to put it the
I
other
was
way.
the other way as well.
And then things
I'm
like
learning.
campaign insurance, right?
I'm doing it as well.
Especially, and then also just checking which jurisdiction this contract will be enforced in. Like it's a core thing in a contract, especially with influencers, and when you do sort of like cross-border campaigns or work, because when ish hits the fan, you got to know which court you can run to.
Got approached by Omar, and I'm assuming he's a part of the agency because he created the group chat with the agency leaders, right? So Omar hits me up. He's like, yo, dude, there's a campaign for Russia. Would you like to do it? I'm like, yeah, let's see what is it about. It's like basically you're gonna go to Russia and you're going to promote a work program. They want to bring girls from that side to Russia to basically have a job, because obviously employment is a crisis, all of that stuff. I'm like, yeah, it sounds good. He gives me a rate. I'm like, okay, this rate is not for me personally, but I was like, I'm willing to do it because I want to do something nice. I really do. And also I wanted to maybe create content that side. It's part of what I do. So I was like, yeah, let's do it. It's fine, no problem. We create the group chat, everything is communicated, everything seems fine. I'm looking up the program. I didn't really find anything crazy. Obviously, I'm seeing stuff, but everything is debunked by research and fake news, all of that stuff. So we're cool. Then after that, we go to Russia. And also, before I went, I actually texted Rusiam Tanda. I'm like, dude, is this thing legit? I saw you went on the program. I saw Seema went. I saw Ghost went. Like, these are influencers that have done this long enough to not do anything stupid. So she's like, no, dude, this was good. Like, I had a good experience. The team is really nice. I'm like, okay, great. This is a safe thing for me to do. We go to Russia. I meet the ladies that travel us as well. Like, they took us around. They were very nice people, took us around. We saw everything on my end. I got to see the place, the hospitality place where the girls are working in the restaurant. I got to see where they live and all of that stuff. I saw their rooms. I got to see the offices. I got to see where they can learn Russian, all of those things. And then they sat us through a presentation as to why they're choosing girls, because I know that was a big concern for a lot of people. And they mentioned to us they choose 18 to 22 because you need to learn the Russian language, and the younger you are, the easier it is to learn the language, right? Obviously, as you get older, it's harder to grasp languages. So I'm like, okay, cool. And they said they choose girls because they want girls because men are a bit more difficult sometimes to work with. They don't want any issues with guys from different foreign countries. So they said, let's just work with girls. They're just more predictable in essence. I'm like, okay, cool. Everything checks out. I even had a group session. I had 10 girls from different countries. 2 of them were from South Africa. The other ones were from Mozambique, I think Kenya, I forgot. But we had a long session. The team wasn't even in the room. We were just speaking us as girls. I'm like, guys, are you happy? They're like, nah, this thing is nice. Everything is good. The only thing that they all mentioned was that it is long working hours. But they all said that they were aware of that. That's what they said to me. They said everything is safe, everything is calm. So I was like, okay, cool. Now I can go home and promote something that I think makes sense, right? We come back home, we promote the program, and then obviously now we are where we are today, right? Can I continue?
Yeah, of course, of course.
Then after that, so I was not in the country when everything was blowing up. So I didn't really see anything, to be honest. I wasn't on my phone like that. Then my friends are like, dude, there's a lot going on. And you're busy posting like nothing's happening. Like there's a lot going on. I'm like, what's going on? I go and I see that the ALABUGA program is trending and it's looking really bad for all of us. I'm seeing people come with apologies. I was very confused by a lot of stuff. So me, I hit up the agency. So I messaged them. I'm like, guys.
This is Sway.
I'm messaging Sway, yes. Yeah. And mind you, also know Sia because I've met Sia in Zimbabwe. We did some stuff together. It was fun, whatever. So I messaged the agency. I'm like, guys, what's happening? I'm seeing, did you guys see Twitter? I send them a link to all of the stuff. They tell me that, no, don't worry about it. Like, remember, it's also like political. Like, there's a lot of issues with Russia. Like, it's not just surface level. And they were like, that stuff is not real. Those girls are safe. None of that is happening. I'm like, okay, cool. So what is the way forward? They tell me they're going to try to get a statement from the government. And they're also going to get a statement from the embassy to just debunk all of this news to say that none of this is happening. I'm like, okay, safe. Let's wait for that to happen. Then I think maybe a day or two passes. That this stuff is still blowing up. I'm like, guys, it's looking bad. And it's looking bad for us as well, as creators, because now we are being seen as people who are promoting human trafficking, which is something that is diabolical. We would never do anything like that. No amount of money can make you want to promote human trafficking. And I think people also don't understand that that's reputational damage. Am I stupid? Why would we do that? Like, none of us would do that, but it's fine. Then
that's like, what I'm saying, but why would they just say, oh, human trafficking is happening here, let's just send people through? Like, nah, bruh.
Like, then they sent us a link, sent me a link to say, yo, dude, this is what the embassy said, but nobody cared what the embassy said. Then we saw the video of the girl that did that video. I met her. She's one of the girls I spoke to. I literally spoke to her long. We even speaking Vernac, so no one can hear us. And she was like, dude, everything is nah, but people now think that she's making fake news, that she's being paid. It's very difficult for all of us, but I just feel for me, I would have appreciated the agency coming out and saying that I don't know if they did their due diligence. I'm not aware, because some people are saying it's fake. Some people are saying it is a scam. I don't know. I really don't know the truth, but the embassy did debunk the rumors. But I really wish the agency would have come out and say that, guys, we are at fault for putting these influencers in this position because that's exploitation.
Hello, Mzansi. Welcome to Mgoso Mzansi. If today is your first time visiting this channel, please do the right thing and click the subscribe button.
Okay, well, I guess you can watch the full video to hear her opinion on the situation. Thank you for this video, mama. We appreciate your hard work on the YouTube streets. All right, but my opinion of this whole thing, I've told you many times, is that, bro, I just want to see evidence. I just want to see proof. I just want to see who was trafficked, who's complaining, who's crying, who was hurt, who didn't come home, whose family member said that their daughter has been missing for years, or whatever. There's nobody saying this. It's just people accusing them of this thing. It's just fans accusing and saying, and no proof, no evidence that this actually happened, and no evidence to say that these influencers knew that this was happening, because there's no proof that it was even happening. So how could they know it was happening? They went there themselves. This is the crazy part to me. They went there themselves and saw everything was chilled. How do you really think that they are that wicked and they do not care? They're that careless with their brands that they're gonna promote a trafficking ring? You really think that they thought that would be a good idea? All of those influencers, all of them together, like, yeah, no, let's support this trafficking shit. Come on, bruv. Common sense will tell you. Obviously, even they were probably like, hey, what the fuck is going on here, bruv? Should they have done more research? Yes, of course. But at the end of the day, if you do research to a point where you go there, you talk to the people, everybody's happy about the situation, what more research must I do, bruh? I went there myself. Then you're going to have chicks on the internet telling you, oh, a quick Google search could have told you. Bro, life is not Google, bruh. Life is not Google, bruh. You need to go and see with your own eyes what's going on. I rather trust what I see with my own eyes than what I see on Google. Since when does the internet become the be-all and end-all of everything, bruh? Oh, yes, the internet said this, so therefore it must be true. No, these people actually went there. They were paid to go there. Matter of fact, they met the people working there. I don't know how much more investigation you can do than that. You know, so that's why I'm like, bro, these influencers clearly were also duped. They were also scammed. They also didn't know what's going on, bro. But now South Africa's making them like, there's some human traffickers, bro. Like, are you a human trafficker? Come on, bro. Come on, bro. People are not that dumb, bro. People are not that dumb. Dumb enough to get duped and scammed, yes. But not dumb enough to throw away their brand over something that's serious. Just for a quick bag. And I know the bag was not that heavy. Where you would say, oh, you know what? Actually, let me take this 20K and human traffic people. Nah, bro. No one's doing that. Please. I refuse to believe it. But anyway, it's been your boy, Dway's on Blaze. Like, comment, and subscribe. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bro, I don't even talk like this in real life. I'll catch you guys in the... You know when you just make a YouTube video, bro. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Hey, guys. It's your boy. I don't even talk like this, bro. It's not the real me, okay?